Hey, what's up? It's Edward. Welcome to Finland one more time. Today I'm gonna tell you the secret that Finnish people ask me not to tell anybody, but I thought I would betray my home country and still tell it to you. I'm gonna tell you how to change Finnish people so that you like them, so that they behave the same way that everybody else on this planet behaves. It's a very subtle process, but there are 3 steps to it. And if you're ready, if you've opened your notebook, if you have a pen and you put it to paper, you're ready to write down, let's begin. How to change Finnish people so they behave like everybody else. Step number 1. Ready? You don't change. Whenever we think about change, it's and changing somebody, another person, it's always a wrong kind of way of not really a wrong way of thinking, but it's the way of thinking that is caused by a not very healthy balance of neurotransmitters in our brain. So we don't feel happy, we don't feel satisfied, and we kind of go against the nature because we're not supposed to change anybody. Change is, yes, you could change in business, you could change things to make money. In politics, you could change things so the country functions better. But in the nature, change is something that happens naturally by itself without us needing to do anything. It's called evolution and natural selection, which means that those who are the strongest, the fittest, the happiest, the kindest survive, and those who are not do not. But because we live in a civilized world, the people who are not like that and who don't go along with evolution, who don't accept change, who do not adapt to the changing environments, they simply become bitter, hateful, resentful, unhappy. And because of the way we have started dealing with these people some time ago, and you can especially see that in Finland, we simply leave these people alone by themselves. And if they try to be aggressive towards us, we say, I'm sorry, or you are right, and we try to say the things to de-escalate the conflict so that on the verbal level they cannot start it with us, and the only thing that they can do is to resort to violence. And there is a group of people who are like that, and these are usually the kind of Finnish people who write nasty comments on the internet just because they spend their whole life in pain, being resentful and hateful, being against everybody but themselves. These are the kind of people that nobody likes, the foreigners don't like, the Finnish people don't like, and they paint a bad picture of Finland, but unfortunately they exist. And whenever a foreigner talks about that Finnish people don't do this or don't do that and they want to change them, it's mostly the bad experience with the evil toxic Finns that they are talking about that paint the bad picture of a country that makes them want to do that. And also the fact that the foreigner has relocated to a different country where people behave not only differently, not only country is way more developed than a lot of countries in the world, and also people behave here differently. So it can be a natural tendency not being able to accept such a huge change, even though a foreigner has already made a big shift of relocating from their own country to another country. Even though they've made that shift, it still may be a little bit too much to bear to accept the fact that now they have to adjust to the environment around them. Finnish people are not perfect. Finnish people have shortcomings like any other people from any other country, and there's also bad people in Finland. But our approach to bad people is different than in some other countries. As I said, we just leave those people alone so that they feel the kind of pain that they impose on other people simply by their presence, and resolve those pains, or become depressed and then get to mental asylum, or commit a crime and get punished for it and make their life worse. This is what happens when we don't embrace change. But we don't change people. The approach that we can employ with people, if we can see that there is something that can benefit another person and we can offer that to them. So for example, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend who would benefit from doing sport, they would feel better, they would look better, they would have a new hobby that they can pursue, that they can pursue and become better at. You don't tell them, hey, go to gym, go for a run, go do sport, go do this and do that. This is aggression. Doesn't matter what kind of intention that you have, it is aggression. And Finnish people are very sensitive and don't like aggression in any shape or form. Even if it's a positive aggression, you try to make them laugh by being positive, but also very intense. It's too much for a Finnish person to handle. If it's like aggression that you try to like, hey, no, but if you socialize, if you actually put a few years of your time and actually learn how to, how lovely and amazing it is to meet new people and how that's gonna make you feel, it's gonna make you feel better, so you must do it. If you do it that way, this is still aggression, and it's the same kind of it's driven by the same kind of energy as the energy that causes conflicts in the world, that causes arguments in the world, that causes hatred in the world, which all of them three together combined causes wars to happen, which is not something that we want to happen on the territory of this planet or the territory of this country. Conflicts don't lead to anything, and Finland is one of the least aggressive country in terms of how we approach other people in here. So we can only lead by example. So if you notice, just like if you would notice with your boyfriend or girlfriend who doesn't go to the gym but would benefit from that, what you start doing is that you go to the gym without them, and then you come back feeling amazing. And then if they are still in that nasty kind of lazy or kind of dissatisfied type of mood, and you cannot bring them up, even though they see how much better you feel after the gym, what you do is then you just simply leave them alone and go spend time by yourself. Especially if you don't live together, you just leave. Like, sorry, you just, I don't know, it kind of seems like there are things going on in your mind that you personally need to resolve yourself. So as soon as you're done, send me a message, I'll be happy to see you, but before that, I'll just go spend time with somebody else or do something else. The same thing you do when you relocate to a new country, or when you suddenly realize living in your own country that people just don't do something that they need to do that would be beneficial for them, that would make them happier, wealthier, healthier. You just lead by example. And a simple thing that you can do, if you personally think that Finnish people don't understand how much more amazing their life would be and how much more complete and fulfilled they would feel if they start to just, at least briefly, just here and there, throw a little bit of sincere, smiles and laughter and positivity around. The simple thing that you can do is just, whenever you come with a pure intention, with a kind intention, you have a pure heart, you just look at the Finnish person, smile and say hi. Simply like that. This is a little first step, especially do it with your neighbors. I know it may feel a little bit uncustomary to do that because there's the evil toxic Finns are spreading their idea that Finnish people don't like when somebody says hi to them or somebody engages them. It's not true. If you live in a good neighborhood, Finnish people like to say hi. Not like, but Finnish people say hi to each other because it's a normal thing to do. But it's not as common as in other countries. So sometimes you need to nudge them a little bit. If you come to an office, let's say, you're meeting somebody comes your way, you look at them, sincere smile, and you say, hi. And then what will magically happen is that they will look at you, they will notice you, and because you have such a sincere, pure smile, and they will feel a good intention, there is nothing else that they can do but to say hi back. It's like if a puppy runs towards you and it's wagging its tail and it's like it's almost beaming with a smile and it wants to engage with you, you can't be just like, And the only time that it may happen to you in Finland is only if you meet an evil toxic Finn, which is just like 10% of the population, maximum 20, and these are the kind of people that nobody likes here. Foreigners don't like them, Finnish people don't like them, but it happens rarely, and this is the only solution that we have. The only solution that the forces of Middle Earth have against the dark forces of Mordor is positivity, purity, and sincerity. And if you do that, if foreigners do that, if we all do that, at some point everybody in Finland is going to get accustomed to it, and it's going to be normal to say hi, to smile, and the next step after that, it could be you just say something like, "You look great today," or "You have an amazing style." It's a step-by-step process, but people need to get accustomed to that, and this is the only way how you can change somebody. It's not changing, it's leading by example. It's being a leader. It's standing up and saying, "Hey, this is what I think we need to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and you're going to experience how much better life is going to be." If it's not going to work out, then we're just not going to do it. But we never change other people. Doesn't matter what kind of people these are, and we especially don't change people when we come to another country that has accepted us to live there. It's been Edward. If you're a foreigner who lives in Finland and struggles to assimilate here, or you feel like sometimes you hate Finnish people, or you really don't understand what is going on, because it's very hard to figure out in your first months and sometimes even years what is wrong, like there's something that is missing there. Finnish people feel that. If you're a Finnish person who feels that and who wants to move abroad, feel free to reach out to me in the Telegram or Instagram, links in the description. Let's talk about your situation. You don't have to suffer. It's all about simply understanding and knowing what to do. Anybody can do it, and so can you. I'll talk to you there. I'll talk to you also in the next video. Ciao, ciao. Moi moi.